You think of life like a sweet prairie breeze. The roots that hold between my knees. Just being lost, just being me. When I die, let me die with a dream in my mind. Smile on my face, no trouble behind me, no cross on my grave. Show my resting place.
To tonight's festivities, and I'm especially happy to see all these people live here in the studio helping us celebrate the 1-year anniversary of Portland Cable Access. And I'm also glad that all you folks out there have tuned in to tonight's program, because you're helping us celebrate 1 year of innovative television in Portland. Now, I was in this one spot right here, this very same spot a year ago, November 15th, 1982, when we opened the studio. And some people said at that time it was too good to last. It wouldn't last through their whole year. And you know, there are plenty of people in Portland who would feel the same way. They'd like to shut down Portland Cable Access, but it's not going to work, because this is the kind of innovative television that's going to make the future. Broadcast TV, you've no longer got the stranglehold you once had. There's all kinds of new television coming up, and Portland Cable Access is one of those things. Now, tonight, we're going to celebrate a number of things, but the special focus on tonight's program is the volunteers who make this studio happen. Now, I'm happy to be here helping the volunteers celebrate their work making this studio. You know, about a year ago, these walls were covered in pink insulation held in place with chicken wire. Look at them now. Doesn't it look better? These lights, we had to set them up ourselves. We had to run wires back and forth from the rooms here to make things work, and it is working. And there are hundreds of people who are working out of this studio. Lots and lots of people are making their versions of television and providing a real service to the city of Portland. They're making shows about things that are happening that are not covered by regular television. They're giving us views and angles that we wouldn't see from the people in broadcast. As a matter of fact, the kinds of things that Portland Cable Access is doing is being watched by the rest of the nation too. No other city in the country has the same kind of setup that we have here at Portland Cable Access in the city of Portland, Oregon. And you know, there's a brand new facility happening too up in North Portland that'll be on the line by early 1984. And then there'll be a third one Here's hoping. And by that time, there'll be thousands and thousands of people in Portland making television for themselves. Now, before I go any further, I'd like to introduce the man who has been in the sweat box the longest, the guy who's been in the hot seat and under the hot lights, the guy who's had to face up to the city commissioners and the users. And let him say a few words about who's been making television here and what they've been doing. I'd like to introduce the general manager of Portland Cable Access Corporation, Paul Steele.
I guess anytime enough people that want to make television get together, you're not going to have a bummed out scene for sure. I don't know about television programs. No, the year of programming out of Southeast has been a good year. The corporation is really 2 years old now, I think. Isn't that right, Dave? And the board started meeting 2 years ago, September, and we started programming a year ago, September 13th. I don't have the exact numbers with me tonight, but I think we've run something over 2,000 hours on the access channels in that time. Literally hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of people have come through the training courses, whether it be Portapack or editing or just the orientation in the studio workshops. The staff has doubled, but we couldn't do it. The lifeblood of Portland Cable Access are the people that are here tonight that we're trying to pay something back to, and that's the volunteers. If it weren't for you, the users, we would have nothing on the channels. We don't decide what goes on. You decide what goes on. Sometimes we're criticized for what people think are amateurish programs on Access. That isn't always the case. I find it, I'm very proud to explain that there will always be beginning learners at Access. That's not the case in any other kind of a television facility. There's a special, there are a number of kinds of volunteers. There are the volunteers that volunteer on the programs. There are the volunteers that help the staff. When you leave tonight, please notice the landscaping that's been done in front and along the sides. That was done by volunteer labor and donations. The floor was laid by volunteers. As Pat said, the ceiling and the walls were put up by volunteers. Most of the rewiring that Brian Gertman supervised last August, a lot of the rewiring in the control room was done by volunteers. And then there's another category of volunteers, and those are the people who serve on our board of directors. And I guess you'd call them administrative volunteers because they are involved with the politics and some of the contract situations. And PCA staff would really like to thank all of you. Without you, it wouldn't be happening. North is about to be remodeled now so that we could open that facility early next year. Last week, the production committee looked at 4 possible sites for Northeast Portland, 2 of which are, either one could be used. This time next year, we hope we have 3 studios like this one operating and not just this one. Come back and do it again next year, Pat.
Dance with Mississippi. You know, I ain't got time to do it. You know, I got
I want to introduce at this time the president of the Portland Cable Access Corporation, and I'd like to have her say a few words. I know she's been putting in the time. Rachel Jackie, would you come out here, please?
Just a couple of words from somebody who has put in a lot of time along with every member of the board of directors at PCA. Paul mentioned earlier the different kinds of volunteers that have been putting in time, energy, sweat, blood, tears at PCA. Every single one of us has had enormously frustrating experiences here. You know, if you're a programmer, you know how it is when you can't get editing time at PCA. You know how you want to come into the studio with a gun sometime and go, I'm hijacking the editing bay and I want 4 hours now. Every member of the board of directors has spent enormous numbers of frustrating hours trying to get something done, trying to rework a programming policy or trying to renegotiate a contract with the cable systems people. I'm sure that the people who did the landscaping outside also had innumerable frustrations doing that. But you got to admit, in the long run, putting in time and energy at PCA ends up being real edifying. And it's because this is ours. Also, just to compare us to what's going on in the rest of the country, you know that there are access centers in a lot of other places in the United States. We have got here, after only 2 years of operation, programming in terms of hours and sophistication that looks like what they've got in other places where the access centers have been operating for 5 years, 6 years, 7 years. And it's because, I like to think, we're all putting in real quality energy. As president of the board of directors, I want to say to the members of the board that are here tonight that I have been real proud to work with all of the members of the board. And as president of the corporation, I'm real proud of everybody who's making it all work.
Rachel says it belongs to us. She doesn't mean just this group here. She means the whole city of Portland. Any citizen of this town can come in here and get training, get access to the equipment, get access to the cable waves, absolutely for free. And it's unique. We really have a unique opportunity here, and it's the kind where you either use it or you lose it. And we are using this one. I'm glad to see that.
Whatever happened, Tuesday so find my way. Now that I'm all on my own, I saw you just the other day. My, you have grown. Cast my memory back there, Lord. Sometimes overcome, thinking about making love in the green grass behind the stadium with you. Brown-eyed girl. You're my brown-eyed girl. Do you remember when we sang
These are 4 board members who have been here from the start, like Leroy said. I'd like to ask them to come up here. Robert Flug. And Rachel Jackie. Would you mind coming back, Rachel, one more time, under the hot lights? And James Wygant. Jim Wygant here tonight? All right, he'll accept as an absentium. And how about Dick Cusick? Is he here tonight? Robert, here you are. I'm very happy to give you this. Rachel?
Thanks.
We'll save these for another time. Do you have any words of, acceptance speech or something?
Challenge the proficiency test on the beer machine out there. And I'm glad to say I passed it, and I encourage you all to do the same. Thank you. I appreciate it. It's been fun, and it's sort of a dream come true to see this all here. So,
I just want to say one more time, this is, these are significant for every member of the PCA board.
One of the things that is a benefit of volunteering is getting involved in the organization, and sometimes jobs open up, Pat. And we have 3 people that you all have will recognize as people who worked an incredible amount of time on the as a volunteer, staff support volunteer, and eventually became employees.
These special certificates are for Grant Remington. If Grant's not here tonight, at least his friends are here. Linda Hawkins. Now, I know she's here. Where's Linda Hawkins?
She had to go back to work.
Back to work. Has dedication for you. And Ron Baugh. Is Ron Baugh here tonight?
So there's quite a stack here. I think a lot of them are here, and a lot of them were here and had to leave, and then there's some that didn't make it.
Well, I'm going to call these names out, and I would like these people to come up here and join me on this stage and stay here until we're through reading all the names. Is that all right? Any shy ones out there? Well, you can just step in the back row. David Rose. Hello, David. Edward Spencer. No Edward Spencer?
Ed!
Dan Halverson. Dan Sackett. Here you go, Ed. Come on, guys, don't wander off. Get back here on the stage now. Come on, Ed. Here you go, Dan. David Slay. David Slay. Roger Tracy. And David Wright. David Wright. Kathy Ferry. Oh, I think she's working tonight.
Oh, there she is. All right.
And Marge White. Marge White. How about Linda Carlson? She here tonight? Don't go away. Come on up here. And Dale Turnbull.
Dale.
All right, how about Kathleen Carlisle? Kathleen's not here? And Alicia Van Blaricon. Alicia here tonight. How about Eric Jenkins? Eric, are you here tonight? No. Mark Albanese. Ted Lilyholm. Is Ted here tonight? Where'd all these people go? Must be the weather. Maybe they drowned in one of those pools on the way over here. Marina Antilla. Marina here tonight? Jeffrey Bale. Jeffrey Bale? Rush Colmain. Where's Rush? Sherry Young. They must be busy working on their next program, that's all I can say. Dale Zavodsky. Dale Zavodsky's not here. Jack Fox. Well, I know Jack's in Washington, D.C. He can't be here. How about Stan Kapuscinski? Stan, are you here tonight? No Stan. Well. And last but not least, J.W. Friday, who also is not here, but let's have an applaud for him, too. Now listen, all you guys have just gotten awards. I think you should be here behind the stand instead of me. I mean, my name's not on one of these certificates. I just got the funny suit on, right? Any of you want to say something about volunteers or the certificate or what you feel about PCA? Come right up here to the mic and do it.
I've always been happy to be here, and there have been a lot of good friends. Thanks for the paper. It's great.
You know, this is where it's at, folks. This is, you know, they talk about information revolution. This is where it's happening, folks, and I'm glad you're all a part of it, and me too. Thank you.
Well, I'd like to thank all the staff and all the volunteers that helped me on my programs and all the programs that I have helped them on. And I hope PCA continues on.
I'd like to thank everyone that's helped me on my programs. I'd like to also thank all of the many hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of viewers and I thank them a lot too because I think they give us a lot of encouragement. I think it is thousands actually.
I just want to say thank you. I'm the newest, I think, of the volunteers at PCA. I work at North Studio. And it's a lot of fun for me, and I'm looking forward to working there more.
All I can say is I couldn't have done it without the help of the crew of PCA. Thank you very much.
I'd also like to thank the people that I've worked with on various productions and the people who have helped me on my own productions. Thank you.
I think so, too. I think that Tom Taylor ought to step up here. Tom has put a lot of hours into making this event happen.
Well, I mean, this is what it was all meant to be, a celebration of the volunteers, and that's what makes PCA work and what makes it all worthwhile. And I think hopefully this will be the start. Next year we'll have even a bigger and better celebration. Maybe we'll take over the Coliseum in a few years. All right, so for more and better activities at PCA and more programming and more fun and more service to the city.
You know, I wish we had more certificates and Oscars and all that sort of thing to give out to everybody here because everybody's had a part in this. But we don't. But we do have plenty of food, and Bob Flug is holding proficiency tests on the beer machine, as he mentioned earlier. And I hope you enjoy the rest of the party tonight. Thank you.